So, 7th of March, and we're still cutting, but hopefully some of you would have thought, bird's nesting season. 1st of March, and I had a conversation with a chap the other day who runs a National Nature Reserve, and they had to have all their cutting done by the 14th of February. So I asked him, why the 14th of February? And he basically said, well, because it's 14th of February, and we've come to the conclusion that's the best date, and it's a rule, and you could hear the capital R. But in this area here, where we're working, there's not an issue with bird nesting. There isn't any, because if you've got a tree like this, you can see right up into it, you can even see into the ivy, and you can see that nobody's nesting. You can come up here early in the morning and listen to things like that bird over there holding a territory, going cheapo, 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 and you can tell that the territories that are being held are further over in this dense stuff. There's nothing in here. Let's have a look a little further over, show you what this was like before we cut it all down. And as a reminder, if you come to this fresh, haven't seen any of my other videos, we're felling this in the expectation that it's going to regrow. This is restoration of derelict coppice, and this is 50 years derelict, 50 years since it was last cut, and you can see that there's going to be no bird's nests up there. There is a small possibility of nests in here. There's a bigger possibility of nests up in here, because that's quite a big mess. There are holes in there. You can see holes here, some of these branches. There's also a possibility of bats in there in these hollow branches. But let's not go into bats at the moment. And there's a possibility of nests in here. We started cutting that back in February, because we didn't want birds to start nesting in that. And the other place birds might start nesting is if there's bramble growing in here, is in these dead hedges, where they're nice and dense. So we'll keep cutting here. There's a robin over there. I don't know if you'll see him. He's foraging. He's not nesting in here. So we'll keep cutting until we're finished, on whatever date that is. I hope to finish, I had hoped to finish today actually, but my saw's gone down. So no more work out of that saw, it needs a total rebuild. But I've got others, so I'll be up here next week.